Yo. So we're doing Power Hour Pals recap, guys. It has been 4 weeks of fun, 4 weeks without a recap video. My bad. But we're here. I got you. Let me recap what's going on in this leaguey thing that we got going on. And then we'll kind of get into it. So as I'm looking at it here, guys, this is the Power Hour Pals. We have 18 people in this. Boo Boo hasn't put in one. Not great. We'll talk about that. They got little baby Hudson they're taking care of. Understandable that there's more important things to do than play FanDuel at the Kelly household. Ty Ishins has only entered contest 1. He might get the boot. Patty has only entered 3. We'll talk about it. Cotter's missed 1. Anyway, this is it. This is what we got. This is where we're at. We played 4 weeks. We have Ashley. Zimmy, he's holding some fish, dude. Zimmy's been fishing. Zimmy has been fishing, bro. Truth or Dara, she is repping her Atlanta Falcons with Kyle crying in the back in the Vikings J. Dude, I get it, Kyle. Especially this year, 1-3, not looking good. We're going to be 3-3 before the bye. Mark my words. We're going to beat the Lions this week, and then we're going to beat the Panthers, and we'll be 3-3 at the bye. Grace is here. That's her sister in the picture with her. How cute is that? Grace has won 2 weeks so far out of the 4. Pretty impressive stuff. Kyle is actually showing off Lieutenant Dangle here from high school. That's Cotter in his spooky season outfit. Lieutenant Dangle, love to see it. Manos de Mantequilla. That's Michelle DePaul. She's wearing a shirt that says something. I don't know. I should probably zoom in on it one day. If you win one, we'll digest what the shirt says. She's new to the team, new to FanDuel Friends League. Welcome. You're in 6th place so far, doing well. That is me, El Wiedhild. I am pointing at a TikTok sign. Big TikTok guy. Love that. Mikey D, he's drinking some Oktoberfest beers in his. Love to see it. The Deputy. Tosh has been in the league since it started and still no photo. I don't get it either. Maddie's in here. She's a new one. She is posing at a Canes game. North Carolina Hurricanes. Yes, they play hockey in North Carolina. They're the Canes, man. A bunch of goons, you know. Maddie's doing all right for her first time. 440. Bunch of season left to work on that score. Alex Coles, he's been a stalwart in the league since the inception as well. He's got little Yim celebrating in his photo. Yim's wearing the Viking purple. His hands are up in celebration for a Justin Jefferson touchdown. We're going to be teaching that guy how to gritty any time now. Neil Wiedhill is in here. NCHV. Love the abbreviation. He is hanging out with William in his photo. They're celebrating after a Viking win. Murph Dog, this is Katie. Katie looks like she's repping like a, 60s Scottish hat. Or maybe it's like a biker game leather hat. I'm not sure. There's a beard involved. I do like the beard. It looks like a cross between a Gimli beard and a Gandalf the Grey beard. Like, it's nice and trimmed, like a Gimli beard would be, but it's gray, like Gandalf's beard allegedly would be. I don't know. Never met the guy. Anyway, Kay Fitzgerald is new to the league. Kevin has won 1 week so far. No photo here. Let's work on that, Kevin. But good win so far. You're looking to be all right in this league. Cotter Kelly, he is showing off a young Luke Wiedhill looking dapper in a little suit and bow tie. He's hanging out with Luke Trepanier in this photo. I think this was taken at my first communion, so shout out to like 14 years ago. Exciting stuff. Manning forever. This is an updated photo because Manning has just been put in the NFL Hall of Fame. Manning forever is Patty Coles. She's only put in 3 weeks like we talked about, but she's in here. I do like the photo update. Guys, I look at these photos, so if you want to keep me on my toes, update your photos. It's fun stuff. Ty Ishins only one in the league. One entrance so far, but that's all right, guys. Let's break that down. To win the league, you have to have the best 5 combined scores to win. So if you miss a week, it's no problem because all you need is 5 scores to compete. It's the best 5 scores to win. It goes all the way through the Super Bowl. There's also a bonus on Thanksgiving, so don't miss out. Get your lineups in. Ty Ishins is posing with the Bald Man Brewery logo because Ty Ishins is our resident bald guy in the league. Love to see it. And Boo Boo 143 is Allie Kelly. She has a photo of a bunch of dudes. One with the shirt off, one with some short shorts and some cowboy boots on. Posing after a glorious wedding, after Jason's glorious wedding. We're dancing around to Whitney Houston or something. Who knows? Had a great time. Anyway, let's get to the important stuff. Knock it off with all that stuff. All right, we're here. This is the standings. Ashley's in first. Zimmy's in second. And Dara is in third. And what I'm seeing here, guys, is 506. That's a good score. Not going to lie. I think the winner last year was like 700 something. So there's definitely to be added on. And I'm telling you what, right now, a dark horse is Grace, because Grace has a 64 in week 2. Once that drops off, once there's 5 in there, she's going to really bounce up. So watch her to bounce up into the top 3. I'm paying out the first winner. Is basically 90% of the money, and then second gets their money back, I believe. I'd have to look at that email. But that's what we're doing. If you haven't paid yet, I'm going to be knocking on your door at some point. I'm not too ruthless, but before the end of the year, I'm going to be knocking on your door so I can get these payouts. It's just $10 in. Most of the money goes to the winner, like I said. Second, I think, gets their money back, or second gets like $40, and third gets their money back, something like that. But it's in the first email, and I'll write it in this email as well. So that's where we're at. Let's break it down all the way from week 1. Week 1, so far back, guys, I know I am sorry. But week 1 contest completed. Grace won that one. Kyler Murray was the highest scoring player there. And just Ashley had Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's been off to an amazing start to the season. The MVP and most valuable pick was the Arizona Cardinals defense. They scored 4.71 times their value. Murph Dog had them in week 1. Let's break down week 1 right now. So as we look at it, here's Grace's lineup on the right side. She had Mahomes going off for 33. Deebo Samuel has also been a FanDuel stud because he's been so cheap. 27 points, 189 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Unbelievable. Tyreek Hill, it seems like every other week he has 180 yards receiving and a touchdown. He did it again this week. Impressive stuff here, but 154 points to win week 1. Love to see it. So now we go to week 2. Week 2 was won by NCHV. That's Neil Wiedhild, 171. That's our high score so far for the year. High score for the year. He had a really well-rounded team, and we'll get into it. But the top scoring pick this week, he had them as well. That was Derrick Henry. Zimmy had him, and Kyle Rohde had him. Henry scored 44 points. If you remember that game, it all came in like the second half. He scored like 3 touchdowns in the game winner in overtime. It was unbelievable. Most valuable pick was another defense, actually. The Buffalo Bills scored 22 this past week. And here's Dad's lineup from 2. Week 2, 171 points. Like we said, Jalen Hurts has been a nice play as a second-year player, 21 points. He's a nice value pick this year. Derrick Henry was drafted by 18% of the league. That's 3 people. 44 freaking points. Tyler Lockett had an awesome start of the season, 27 here. And Cooper Kupp started the year with back-to-back 2-touchdown games. Dad benefited from it here with 9, 163, and 2 touchdowns to give him 32 points. 171. That's impressive stuff. So now we'll get to week 3. Week 3, once again. I shouldn't say once again. I'm sorry. This is all new. Kevin Fitzgerald, welcome to the league. He wins week 3 with 149.88 points. Mike Williams was the leader of the pack this week, top scoring pick. Maddie owned Mike Williams. Ashley owned Mike Williams. So even though Kevin won the week, Ashley had the top scoring pick. Sorry, you don't get anything for the top scoring pick. You only get it for winning. He was also the most valuable pick, scoring 4.95 times his value of $6,000. That's unbelievable. I say if your guy scores 2 times the value that he's worth, then he had a good week. So if somebody's worth $6,000 and he scores 12 points, that was a good value pick that week. 10,000, 20 points, yada, yada. So scoring 4.9 points your value, that's unbelievable. That's almost twice the expected points from him. Really like that on Mike Williams. So Mike Williams and this roster won week 3. 149.88. Tom Brady had a great start to the year. 432 and a touch from him to get 28 points. Eckler didn't score on the ground, but I think he scored in the air this week. Nope, he didn't. He just had 6 receptions for another 3 points, 19 there. Cooper Kupp, like we were saying, another 2-touchdown performance. DK Metcalf had his solid 6, 107 and a touch for 19. How about Jamar Chase, guys? Rookie gets matched up with Joe Burrow, Joey Cool. They're doing what they did in LSU. He scores 2 this week against Pittsburgh. 20.5 points from Jamar. Travis Kelce, he's going to be the number 1 tight end the whole year. And he's worth a lot of money, and sometimes it's worth it. This week, he didn't score for him, but 7 for 104 gives you 13.9 at the tight end position. It ain't bad, but as we're talking about salary-wise, $8,500 doesn't live up to that times 2, but 13.9 still gets you to the winner, so it's all good. Sterling Shepard in the flexi flex doesn't help out too much, but that saves on the budget because he's only $6,400, so not bad there. Jets don't help out too much. They actually get zeroed in this game against Denver, only gives them 4 points. But good on Kevin for getting his first win ever in the FanDuel Friends League. Guys, this is the Power Hour, pals. Who's hiding the Smirnoff Ice? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. What else do we got? Week 4. Now we're all caught up. Grace, like I said, she won week 1, and now she's won week 4. She has 2 W's already this season. Pretty cool to see. Patrick Mahomes is the top scorer this week in our league. He scored 32.72 points. If Mahomes was the top scorer, that means a guy like Deebo Samuel wasn't taken. Cordero might not have scored 32, and if he did, he wasn't taken by anyone in our league. But Ashley had him, and Dad had Mahomes. So good on them. And then most valuable pick, actually, there it is. Cordero Patterson. He's back. He is in first-round draft form. He finally found his niche with the Falcons. I know Truth or Dara is excited about it because she's a Falcons fan. I know they ended up losing that game, but, man, Cordero was fun to watch, especially when he mossed that dude in the end zone. Come on now. I love me some Cordero. Love me some Cordero and shit. Also owned by Colsey Man and Maddie. So good job on you guys there for getting 32 points from our most valuable pick, scoring 5.3 times the value. That might be the best value we've seen in some time. How it broke down for Grace in week 4, 131 points. Beats the competition by a slim margin. Taputi had a 129. But Grace won it with 22.5 from Russell Wilson. She went Chris Carson to go 1-2 punch, but Carson didn't do all too much in this game for Seattle's win over San Fran. Who did do a lot was David Montgomery. 106 on the ground and 2 touchdowns gets you 22 points. How about Scary Terry? Another 2-touchdown performance for Grace. 27.3 points. Love to see that. That's the win over Atlanta like we were talking about. Suspect pick here, Grace. Don't pick guys who play against the Vikings. I know you're not like a big Viking person, but the Power of Our Pals is a big Viking place. And when I see people pick players who are playing against the Vikings, it doesn't make me too happy. It doesn't make you that happy either that Odell Beckham only scored 4 points for you. Just saying. Just saying. Be nice to the Vikes, okay? We're 1-3, but we're going to claw our way back. Like I said, win 2, be 3-3 at the bye. Playoff bound, baby. In Kirk we trust. It's Kirktober, baby. It's spooky season. Adam Thielen, 6 points here. He's been scoring every week. He didn't score this one, unfortunately. Dawson Knox, 2 touchdowns in the tight end spot. This is what I'm talking about value, guys. $5,600 and performs basically 3x his value. Love to see it. And then DJ Moore in the flex effects. This is one of my favorite things ever, when the flex player is the highest scoring player in your roster. It's so cool to see. So he scores over 3 times his value. DJ Moore has been an absolute stud with Sam Darnold throwing him the rock. They ended up losing to Dallas, but 27.9 points on Grace's roster on 8 catches, 113, and 2 touchdowns. This is pretty unprecedented when you have 2 touchdown performer, 2 touchdown performer, 2 touchdown performer, 2 touchdown performer. You got 4 people with 2 touchdowns. Pretty impressive stuff. -1 for the Eagles. That's all right. You still get first place. So I would say I know Eagles was the cheapest option, and that's how you were able to afford these big names. But word of the wise, playing against Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs doesn't usually get you that many points. But you had to do it to save some money with the $3,200 defense. I like that strategy. That's sometimes my strategy too. Anyway, what does it say to me? Good effort, but you didn't win this time. Get back in the game, enter another contest. Don't tell me what to do, FanDuel. Anyway, what else do I got for you guys? Let's break it down here. If you guys need help making your lineups, and sometimes I do this once a year to help everybody out, but if you need help making your lineups, when you go enter here, first off, I suggest making a lineup on like midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, just so you have something in so you don't miss it and don't get caught up against the clock come Saturday, Sunday morning, you know. Especially now, I think with the early game playing in the UK, I don't think we get to take that game in fantasy this week. So just know that we're only playing the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, so we don't play any primetime games or the UK game. But I suggest setting your lineup early so you don't miss it, and then you can tinker on the weekend if you would like. If you don't like picking from the big name, like big list of names, it's too intimidating. You can always click on the positions, of course. If you click on flex, that will give you running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers. That definitely helps. But I would say use the Guru Suggestions. You hit this button here, Guru Suggestions. It will give you 3 people, and you can just choose from there. If you don't like any of the 3 people, you can hit Show Me New Players, and then it just autofills. So I had Najee Harris. He autofills on my right side. It's a really easy way to just build a pretty decent lineup, and it does all the guesswork for you. It puts out people, tells you their fantasy points per game, and it tells you roughly what they're going to do. So this is a value pick, this is a good matchup, or this is a stud, and that really helps out. And then it will like combine a wide receiver and a quarterback for you, yada yada. So that's a really good way to do it if you don't want to like get into the nitty gritty of picking a team. You can also hit short list, so you can hit best matchups. You can look up studs. You can look up usage increase. So if there's like a guy who is normally a backup, but his starter got hurt, hit usage increase here, and it will show you that. So here's a value guy, Damian Williams, because David Montgomery is going to be hurt this year, this week. So he's the guy that you could take. This is filtering just running back. So if you go here, it'll show you a bunch of other guys in that same category. Same with studs, a little longer list. Here's some good value guys. And then best matchup guys. So that's a really good way to do it and gets you a little more information than this main page does. And then always be careful with the Q's and the D's and the O's, questionables, doubtfuls, outs. You don't want to be playing somebody who's not going to be seeing the field that week. So that's just a question, or that's just a little workaround there on how everything works on FanDuel. But dude, I'm so excited that we're kind of doing this again. I love Power Hour Pals. It's my favorite fantasy I do. I have way too many fantasy teams to keep track of, and I have a survivor pool that I lost in week 1 because of the goddamn Vikings. I'm in my second chance. I'm going to take the Vikings against the Lions this week because I'm doubling down on the purple, okay? Sue me. Anyway, this is the most fun for me, so I'm happy to be back and making this video for you guys, and I hope you like it. Drop a comment or whatever. And I'll keep doing these and try and be a little more consistent and not do it 4 weeks into the season, and then 4 weeks from here I'll try and do these weekly. But love it, guys. If you have any suggestions for me to make the videos fun, I'm down for any suggestions. I know we've done fun songs in the past. Usually I ask the winner to give me a song, and I'll play a song as I'm doing the recap. I'll likely do that in the future, but since I had 4 winners to go over here, I just played some light music in the back. That is it, guys. I have talked way too long. This is now a 20-minute video when they're usually 5 minutes. Makes sense. 4 of them, 5 minutes each, 20 minutes. There you go. How about some math for you kiddos? Anyway, peace, love, happiness. Deuces from Raleigh, North Carolina. loves.